Hi guys and welcome. Just past midnight here. Let me just tell my mate I got a big fish on. Not a smart thing to do, guys. I don't recommend that. So basically, we've hooked the fish, and yeah, it's taken a lot of line, guys. Last few days here at Amber, I can tell you, since the update, I have lost a lot of fish. I think giving it too much break now, you seem to get hook pulls. Before, rarely, if you're on good hooks. But basically, since the update, guys, it has become a lot harder to get these fish in. And this one here is, we're trying to slow it down. I think it looks like we're slowing it down now, guys, so I think we're alright. Definitely a big fish. When I'm on this reel, I know if I lose half the line, possible over 20 kilos. But yeah, yes, I was saying, since lockdown, since basically the update, it's definitely harder to get fish in. Like I said, I have noticed if you straight away pump up that break, you can lose them. A few days ago, I hooked a really big fish, and it literally just kept going and going, and it got near the island over there, and I was on about 230-40 meters of line on my Everest. I pumped up the brake because I had to. I thought, I'm not gonna log out. I'm gonna risk it. And as soon as I literally run out of line, snapped. So it was definitely a huge fish. I had 30 kilo line on. So like I said, definitely a big fish. I've had fish on that reel up to 26 kilos. I've had loads of 20s on it, 20 plus, no problems at all. Spot guys, usual spot, 120, 155. I did make a video the other day of what bait I'm using. The bait has changed a little. The clip I'm using has changed a little. I am now using clip 20. We're using Mulberry 20s, that's pop-ups, with the Blackcurrant 18s pop-ups, and I'm on the method rig at the moment. But you know, if you haven't unlocked method rig, you know, you can always spot out, or you could, I guess you could throw it here, because we're only at clip 20. One dip, the dip I'm using is Mulberry as well. With basically with the ground bait I'm using, I'm just using crushed mulberries, two crushed mulberries, one crushed blackcurrant, one blackcurrant pellet, and a mulberry dip with the ground bait. Really expensive. I think probably cost you around 60 silver, if not more. But I have noticed I've been getting a lot better fish out. I mean, today we've already had just over the 1k mark, and here we've had 36 fish, pretty good fish as well. And this here feels big, you know, it does feel like a trophy, but we'll have to see, guys. Yeah, so I asked, you know, I like to ask other players' opinions, and someone said to me, they just reel in. So I could just keep the rod out now and reel in as this fish is tired. But like I said, guys, whenever I do that on big fish, I seem to lose the fish. And actually the other day, for the first time ever, I've never lost a fish once it's coming in like this. Once I tire it, I don't remember ever losing a fish. And I had a fish, it wasn't massive, you know, low double, and as I got it near the net, it actually come off the hook. So I'm sure it's become harder now, you know, to actually get fish in. But anyway, guys, let's see if we can get this fish in. I'm thinking, you know, I keep thinking I need to get new reels, but you know, the only reels really I can go for now is the gold 10,000. I can't think of the name of right now. I'm half asleep. The gold 10,000s, but you know, they're expensive. I think maybe it'd be more of a benefit if I buy new rods, because I'm not sure how much rods help, but with that bend, surely the rods help, you know. And you know, I think the rods they're not bad prices. I mean, they're not cheap, but for around 10k you can get a 60 kilo rod. This carp rod I'm using here, most people use it. It's really good value. The Fortune, is it the 360? I think I'm trying to read it on the rod. These are only 1600 silver, which is pretty cheap, you know. Well, I got a busy day tomorrow. I got to get back to work. But the way this lake is, you know, at the moment, I think I might push on to around 1 o'clock. See if we can get a few more fish out. Super addicted, this game. I literally look at the time and it's, you know, 7 o'clock, and the next minute I look, it's 12 at night. I'm like, wow. This fish ain't taking too long to get in. We've stopped it pretty quick. I mean, this reel does have a 24.5 drag, so it should be stopping fish quite quick. But since I hit record, we're what, 7 minutes in, so I'm not 100% sure how big this is. I'm sure it's a trophy though, as I said, but we'll just have to see. It's weird actually, this at Amber, that how 120, 155, it's been the best spot now for weeks. I'm quite surprised. The problem we had here was we was all still fishing here and not catching much, until we realised Mulberry is really the bait to use here now. I was using it with the artificial corn, which was working, but I just feel with the Blackcurrant 18s, you're definitely catching bigger fish. I'm also using size 1 hooks with, I'm using the red braid because I know the floor around here is clay, so I think little things like that help. A friend of mine who catches a lot of big fish said it definitely helps with the big fish if you want to catch trophies, and since I've been doing it, I definitely see better fish. But then someone was debating with me yesterday that it makes no difference at all what braid you use. I'm not sure about that. I don't see the point in the game letting you make your own leaders, and I mean, what would be the point making your own leader if it makes no difference? So I'm definitely going to say make your own leader if you can. And if you ain't got a marker rod like me, I've been a bit stingy to buy one. Hopefully you got a mate who will mark for you. Right, this fish is nearly in, guys. Hard to see if it's any good. I'm not going to risk just reeling it. I'm going to just try and drag it. Like I said, whenever I bring a fish in like this, guys, I really lose them. I know I said to you guys I've lost a few fish lately. I just think that's just how the game is now. They've just made it a little bit harder. But normally once you've stopped the fish, it's pretty easy to get it in. Look at that bend in the rod. These rods bend so much. Hard to see how big that is. Good fish. Does look like a common to me. I've noticed the mirrors seem to come in upside down. Oh, that's a big fish, I think. I'm hoping that's a trophy. We had a 21 kilo the other day and that paid nearly 200. That's a big fish. That's a big fish, guys. Let's have a look. Oh yes, guys, 25 kilos. Wow. That's actually the biggest trophy we've caught so far, guys. Over the moon with that, guys. Well, guys, I'm half asleep, and I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Until next time, guys, tight lines.